Okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Om Agnanatimirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manoabhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapad Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees. If it is possible for you, please turn on your videos. It is good to have, discussion with live people rather than I speak to my laptop. So Hare Krishna. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So today we are going to continue reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 14 and text 19. Before we continue reading, I would request devotees if someone would like to little bit of a recap as to what is happening in this chapter, what is the context of this story. The title of the chapter is Performance of the Vṛndāvana Pastimes. So prior to this, what did we hear? What did we study in this chapter? Or in connection to the previous chapters also? Anyone? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
So, in this chapter, if you have seen the last previous verses, we have seen how the king Prataprudra was blessed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the verses, what he spoke was very detailedly explained by Shyam Sundar Prabhuji.
Okay, more. How eager was Maharaj Prataprudra to see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
He was very much eager, Prabhuji, because his son is already blessed by Mahaprabhu. So he was, Jan Kan Prakarena. He just want mercy of the Mahaprabhu.
Okay.
He was so
Then,
eager that he wants to leave up the kingdom and he wants to even give up his life also for the darshan of the Lord.
right. If I don't see the Lord, I will give my
Yeah,
life.
I will give.
Okay. Then in what position? Why did the Lord not want to see him?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. The
Yes.
Lord, because he has appearances, the king what will have generally have appearances, pride, and they will expect honor by others. So that's Lord will think what the other people will think. If I get means in the sannyasi mood, they should not accept any appearances of the kings and women's. That was the tradition that was going that time, and he was give up. He want to give King Prataparudra want to give up his life. And one more thing that after all he understand by the devotee, he got a cloth which is given by the Nityananda Prabhu.
Hmm. Very
That
nice,
much
Mata.
eager and that much faith and love, devotion, service is have King Pratap Rudra.
Okay. Now, where is the meeting happening between Maharaj Pratap Rudra and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Where are they meeting? What is the occasion?
Rath Yatra, Prabhuji.
Rath Yatra is happening. And then what happens in Rath Yatra? Why is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pleased with him?
Because the
He's
king was brooming the with this broomstick, he was doing the menial service. So Lord has been pleased.
Okay. And
If
after that,
anyone
when
does a step of menial service,
he sung the Gopi Gita Tavakatamritam.
so but why should Lord get pleased by hearing Gopi Gita?
Because Gopi Baba, he understood. Like last week, when Bir Krishna Prabhuji asking the question, Prabhu answered when a devotee, when we call the name of our son, wherever we see, wherever he's somewhere also, we feel like when someone calls the son's name, we'll turn because we know still he's somewhere. But the
Right.
same way, the Gopi Baba, how they sing, the same way the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also reciprocated with the Maharaj Pratap Rudra.
Right. Very nice, Mataji. Yeah. So he reminded Lord of the gopis by singing that verse. They are the highest devotees of the Lord. They are the dearmost devotees of the Lord. And remembering your dear ones, you become happy. That's why Lord becomes ecstatic. See, Lord says, I can never repay the runa of the gopis. Yeah, their love. I can never repay. This is what Lord says. And then how does Maharaj Pratap Rudra get benefited after this? What does the Lord do to him?
Comes and hugs
feet
him.
has been his feet has been means Karlu Nokutar what we say in English. His feet has been giving some pleasure. His feet.
Okay. But
Lord
what does he do? What does he do to Maharaj Pratap Rudra?
Hugs him.
Huh?
Krishna Bhakti, eternal Bhakti, pure Bhakti.
वर्सेस में क्या लिखा है? Lord hugs him. Okay. Without knowing who is the other person. He bestowed everything. But the Lord immediately hugs him. Okay. Now this is such a benediction. Lord himself is hugging a devotee. And in the purports, Srila Prabhupada explained that Mahaprabhu's mercy is so powerful and little endeavor we make on the path of bhakti never goes vain. Yeah, he quotes Bhagavad Gita 2.40, Neha Bikramam Nasosti. Okay. And then externally, Mahaprabhu is still pretending that he does not know who you are. Okay, all of a sudden you have come here and make me drink the nectar of your pastimes. What does Maharaj Pratap Rudra answer? Who are you? Pucha to. What does he reply?
Dasana, Dasana, Dasana.
I am Dasanu Dasanu Dasa. Okay. So this is the attitude one should have. Trunadapi Shunichena Tarorapi Sahishuna Amaniya Manadena Kirtaniya Sada hai. Okay. अगर हमको भगवान आके हक कर ले तो what will be our position? वो पैर जमीन पे नहीं रुकेगा. We will be walking 4 inches above the land. ऐसा हवा में उड़ेगा. Yeah. So in spite of getting some great mercy, some great progress, remain humble is the quality of a great devotee. We don't have anything and we remain humble, fine. But even after getting the highest mercy of the Lord, we still remain humble. We make some big achievements. Okay, yatra leader ban gaya, chakrapati ban gaya, mahachakrapati, and whatever, we still, if we remain humble, humility is the ornament of the devotee. That is the real ornament of the devotee, and that is what Lord likes. Yeah. So Maharaj Prataprudra, he still remains humble. Okay, now I will share the screen and we will continue to read from text 19. I would request devotees turn by turn to read the translations. I will recite the verse. Most of the verses which we are going to cover today, they don't have purport. So we will read the verses and the translations. Hare Krishna. ताहे महाप्रभु तांद्रे ऐश्वर्य देखैला अकारे ना कहिबे ए निषेध करीला. Who is reading? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. At that time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu displayed some of his divine opulences to the king, and he forbade him to disclose this to anyone.
Yeah. So now we look at the position of Maharaj Prataprudra. There was one time when he was so eager to see the Lord, and the Lord was not giving him darshan, right? And now, not just giving him darshan, the Lord hugs him, and then he displays selectively his opulences to the king. Okay, how things can change just by having the right desire. Laulyam. Srila Rupa Goswami explains, what is needed to progress? Laulyam. Yeah, so here, because of his Laulyam, Maharaj Prataprudra, he is getting this mercy. Araja he na jnana kabhu na kaila prakasha antare sakal jane na bahire udasa.
Although within his heart Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knew everything that was happening, externally he did not disclose it, nor did he disclose that he knew he was talking with King Prataprudra.
Hare Krishna. प्रतापरुद्रेरा भाग्य देखी भक्त गणे राजा रे प्रशंसे सबे आनंदित माने. Hare Krishna.
Seeing the Lord's special mercy upon King Prataparudra, the devotees praised the king's good fortune and their minds became open and blissful.
Please read the purport also, Prabhu.
Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. This is the characteristic of pure Vaishnava. He is never envious if another devotee receives the mercy and the strength of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. A pure Vaishnava is very happy to see a person elevated in devotional service. Unfortunately, there are many so-called Vaishnavas who become envious to see someone actually recognized by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is a fact that no one can preach Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message without receiving the special mercy of the Lord. This is known to every Vaishnava. Yet there are some envious people who cannot tolerate the expansion of this Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. They find fault with their preacher who has spread this movement and do not praise him for the excellent service he has rendered in fulfilling Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So, through this verse and purport, Srila Prabhupada is conveying to us that by seeing the progress of other devotees, we should feel happy. We should feel blissful. Yeah, we should be encouraged by seeing others progress and not feel other way around. This is 20 years I am in Krishna consciousness. How that person can progress much faster than me? Never think like that. Yeah, envy is one of the things which cannot be engaged in the service of the Lord. So that is something which stops our progress. Yeah, we should try to avoid being envious of other devotees. Even Srila Prabhupada, when he was spreading this mission, some of his god brothers were not happy with what he's doing, giving reasons like, how can you bring Westerners into this, and they are not from the right background. But he did not care. Yeah, so they were trying to find fault with the movement, but Srila Prabhupada did not care, and ultimately Lord supported him. It is not without the mercy of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that he was able to spread the movement like it has spread. He had a very clear vision to fulfill the instructions of his guru and spread the mission. Yeah, that is how he achieved success. But lesson for us here is, looking at the progress of other devotees, we should not be envious. Hare Krishna. Text 22. दंडवत करी राजा बाहिरे चालीला, योद हस्त करी सबा भक्ते रे वंदीला.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Submissively offering prayers to the devotees with folded hands and offering obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the king went outside.
Yeah, now see the behavior of Maharaj Prataprudra here. The Lord himself has hugged him. The Lord has shown his opulences to Maharaj Prataprudra. After that, what he is doing? He is offering obeisances to the devotees. He is offering obeisances to the Lord. Yeah, he is thanking the devotees. He is offering prayers to the devotees. This shows that even after achieving great success, how should be our behavior towards other devotees? There is a similar story about Sant Tukaram. He is a sant in Maharashtra. Yeah, and the plane from Vaikuntha, it comes to take Sant Tukaram. What is Sant Tukaram doing at that moment? He is
Kirtan.
offering. Sorry, Hare Krishna.
He is doing Kirtan, Prabhu.
Yeah, he is doing kirtan, but also he is offering obeisances to all the devotees. Okay, even while he is departing, his flight has already arrived. He's knowing he is going to the spiritual world, but still he is offering obeisances to all the devotees. There is a nice verse in Marathi, I forgot, but you know how he's praising all the devotees even while he is living for the spiritual world. So this shows how one's behavior towards devotees should be, even after the plane for Vaikuntha is waiting for you. Okay, Hare Krishna. मध्यान करिला प्रभु लान भक्त गण, वाणीनाथ प्रसाद लान कैल आगमन.
After this, Swaminatha Raya brought all kinds of prasadam and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted lunch with the devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So here the seva given to Vaninath Raya is to bring all kinds of prasadam. I have heard in the lecture that how in Jagannath Puri each service is fixed. If someone has to pluck the flowers, generation after generation, that devotee will only pluck flowers. Another devotee who is making garland, he will continuously make garlands only. Another devotee, he has to offer the garland to the Lord. Another devotee has to take the offered garland from the Lord. So they never say, I am bored. Every day I have to offer the garland. That's it. I need variety of service. So here, Vaninatha Raya, he has the service to bring all kinds of prasadam to the devotees. Yeah. Lesson for us is whatever service we are given, we have to accept it humbly. Also, those who are in a position of assigning services, they must little bit understand the capacity of the person whom they are assigning the services. It is always good to stretch a little bit, but it has to be little bit mutual in today's time. Yeah, but here in a class that I heard, it has explained that this is working perfectly fine in Jagannath Puri, whereby each devotee, they continue to perform their given type of service. सार्वभौम रामानंद वाणीनाथ दिया प्रसाद पाठैल राजा बहुत करिया. The king also sent a large quantity of prasadam through Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Ramananda Raya and Vaninatha Raya. So Gaudiya Sampradaya or ISKCON is also known as kitchen religion. Yeah, most people or many people, they get attracted to the movement through prasadam. Okay, Srila Prabhupada, he saw the dogs and children fighting for the same food. And then he established food for life, saying no one living around the temple should go hungry. Okay, so prasadam, profusely distributing prasadam is a good way to give mercy to people, but also to birds and animals. We should leave some prasadam for birds and animals, such that by having that, they also can get spiritual progress. अबाला गंडी भोगेर प्रसाद उत्तम अनंत आनी सखड़ी प्रसाद आईला यारा नाही अंत.
The prasadam sent by the king had been offered at the Balagandi festival and included uncooked milk, products and fruits. It was all of the finest quality and there was no end to the variety.
Very nice. So, whatever prasadam or bhoga we offer to the Lord, it has to be of the finest quality. There is one nice story related to Srinathji. There is a Brahmana, Akinchana Brahmana. He likes to offer garlands to the Lord. So one day he was a little bit late and he goes to the florist to take that garland. At the same time, one general of King Akbar, he sees this garland. It was maybe the first flower of that season. And that general, he thought, let me offer this to Maharaj Akbar and please him, and I will get one promotion. So the general also wants the garland, but the Brahman was there first. Yeah. Now the general says, I will pay you double the price, you give me the garland. So that florist said, okay, I will give you the garland. The Brahman says, no, I want to offer this to Gopalji. In my mind, I have already decided. So I want to give this to Srinathji. So I will offer this to Srinathji. This is the first flower of the season. I want to offer it. The general was rich. The Brahman was poor. The general thought, I can, outbid him. So they started bidding for the garland. It was the last garland left. And the price went so high the general thought it is not worth it. Maybe I will come, I will take the garland tomorrow and please Akbar. Now, the Brahman had bid high money. He did not have any money. So he told the florist, you just keep the garland for me. I will go and I will come back with the money. He goes, he sells his house, whatever small house he had. He takes the money and he gives to the florist. And he takes the garland and offers it to Srinathji. Now that day, when Sri Vallabhacharya is going into the seva of Srinathji, he is seeing that his neck is bent down like this. And he asks, what happened to your neck? Why are you bending like this? So then Lord says, this garland is very heavy. I cannot bear the load of this garland. Then he asks, no, this is a normal garland, fresh garland. Why is the load heavy? Then he gives the realization that how this Brahmana sold his home to offer me this finest quality of flowers. Then immediately Sri Vallabhacharya sends his people. The Brahman gets the house back. The Lord is happy and everyone is happy. Yeah. So this story goes to show that whatever we are getting for the Lord, it has to be of the highest quality, whether fruits or dry fruits or any other bhoga, and our consciousness, our time. We should try and offer our time, which is in a very active stage, when early in the morning. Yeah, not late in the night when we are tired after the job and sleepy. Try to offer whatever in our best capability we can to the Lord. Yeah, everything which is of the finest quality has to be offered to the Lord. Hare Krishna. So now we continue. So in the previous words it says there was no end to the variety of bhoga which is offered to the Lord. The next set of verses, 8 verses, they are a list of prasadam which is coming. Yeah, this was bhoga offered to the Lord. Chhana pana paida amra narikela kanthal nanavidha kadalena arabijtala. Someone stay unmuted and read the translations, please, and the purport.
There were curd, fruit juice, coconut, mango, dried coconut, jackfruit, various kind of bananas, and palm fruit seeds. Purport. This is the first list of prasadam offered to Lord Jagannath.
Hare Krishna. नारंग चोलंग ताबा कमल बीज पूरा बादाम छोरार द्राक्ष पिंड खजूरा.
There were also oranges, grapefruits, tangerines, almonds, dried fruits, raisins, and dates.
मनोहर लाडू आदि सातेक प्रकार अमृत गुटिका आदि शिरस अपार.
There were hundreds of different
types of sweetments like Manohara apple, sweets like Angrantika, and various types of condensed milk.
Yeah, reading this verse, I was just imagining, hundreds of different type of sweets, and I was just trying to imagine how that Mahaprasad would be, yeah, with hundreds of types of sweets. But in the subsequent verse, the lesson is coming that I should not think like that. Amruta manda saravati arakumda kuri saramruta sarabhaja arasar puri.
There were also papayas and sarvati, a type of oranges, and also crushed squash. There were also regular cream, fried cream, and a type of puri made with cream.
Thank you, Prabhu. हरिवल्लभ सेनोति कर्पूर मालती दालिम मरीच लाडू नवात अमृती.
There were also the sweets known as Harivallabh and sweets made of Sanoti flowers, Karpura flowers, and Malti flowers. There were pomegranates, sweet made with black pepper, sweet made with fused sugar, and Amrati jalebi.
Yeah, so the last one is Imarti, basically, what we call in Delhi the thick jalebi. Yeah, that is Imarti. And here the sweets are made of flowers. So Senoti flowers, Karpura flowers, and Malati flowers.
Hare Krishna
Today,
Prabhuji.
yes,
This
Prabhu.
Amrita Jalebi is made up of chena.
Acha,
That
paneer.
type of paneer. No, not
Ah,
paneer. Paneer, chena, little bit near equal.
nearby.
But
Okay.
taste, very good taste, Prabhuji.
So you have to take us to Jagannath, okay?
Maybe one day.
Hari bol. Yeah, but I was again imagining the use of flowers in preparation of sweets.
Yes.
What we see today is maybe only the rose petals are used in some of the sweets. But here it is said that there are other flowers which are also used in the sweet preparation. Padma chini Chandrakanti Khaja Khandasar Viyari Kadama Tilaka Hajara Prakara. Hare Krishna.
There were lotus flower sugars, a kind of bread made from urad dal, crispy sweetmeats, sugar candy, fried dry sweet, sesame seed sweets, and cookies made from sesame seeds.
नारंग चोलंग आम्र वृक्षेरा आकार फूल फल पत्र युक्त खंडेर विकार.
There
There
were
were
sugar
sugar
candy,
candy
sweetmeats.
sweetmeats formed into the shape of orange, lemon, and mango trees and arranged with fruits, flowers, and leaves.
दधी दुग्ध नानी तक्र रसाल शिकरणी सलावण मुदंग कुरा आदखानी खानी.
There were sugar, yogurt, milk, butter, buttermilk, fruit juice at preparation made of fried yogurt and sugar candy and salty moong dal sprouts with shredded ginger.
Okay. लेंबू कुल आदि नाना प्रकार आचार लिखिते ना पारी प्रसाद कटेक प्रकार.
There were also various types of pickles, lemon pickle, berry pickle, and so on. Indeed, I am not able to describe the variety of food offered to Lord Jagannath.
Hare Krishna. So after giving the complete list of the prasadam, here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he is expressing his inability, that I am not able to describe the variety of food which is offered to Lord Jagannath. See, to be able to express one's shortcoming, one's inability, is also requires lot of courage. Okay, so here uh, he's telling that I cannot describe all the type of bhoga which is offered to the Lord and is coming as prasadam. Purport is also there.
In verse 26 to 34, the author described the various food offered to Lord Jagannath. He has described them as far as possible, but he finally admits his inability to describe them completely.
Hare Krishna. प्रसादे पूरित हायला अर्ध उपवाना देखिया संतोष हायला महाप्रभुर्माना.
When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw half the garden filled with a variety of
When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw half the garden filled with variety of prasadam, he was very satisfied. Eimat Jagannath करे न भोजन ei sukhe Mahaprabhur judaya nayana. Hare
Indeed, Sri
Krishna.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was fully satisfied just to see how Lord Jagannath accepted all the foods. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Prabhu, can you scroll up? Following in the footsteps, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Vaishnava should be fully satisfied simply to see a variety of food offered to the deity of Jagannath or Radha Krishna. A Vaishnava should not hunger for the variety of food for his own sake. Rather, his satisfaction is in seeing various food being offered to the deity. In his Guru Ashtakam, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said, Chaturvidha Shri Bhagavat Prasado स्वदन्नतृप्तां हरिभक्तसङ्घां कृत्वैव तृप्तिं भजत सदैव वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम्. The spiritual master is always offering Krishna four kinds of delicious food, analyzed as that which is licked, chewed, drunk, and sucked. When the spiritual master sees that the devotees are satisfied by eating Bhagavad Prasadam, he is satisfied. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master. The spiritual master's duty is to engage his disciples in preparing varieties of nice foods to offer the deity. After being offered, this food is distributed as prasadam to the devotees. These activities satisfy the spiritual master, although he himself does not eat or require such a variety of prasadam. By seeing to the offering and the distribution of prasadam, he himself is encouraged in devotional service.
Hare Krishna. So here, when I pointed out hundreds of sweetmeats were offered, hundreds of variety, how should the thought of someone should be? That variety, that quality is required to be offered to the Lord. Not how I like, how the Lord will like. Yeah. So Vaishnava should not hunger for a variety of food for his own sake, for his own satisfaction. But he is satisfied in offering it to the Lord. Okay. And by distributing to others. So in lectures I have heard, if in the family someone has diabetes, then Lord also gets milk without sugar, or milk with less sugar, or they will not offer sweets. Yeah, but that is not the right approach. I've heard a family in Mumbai, a couple, both highly diabetic, but they offer best of the sweets to the Lord and they distribute all the sweets. So here, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is getting satisfied by seeing such variety of half the garden was full of prasadam. And he is satisfied to see that now the devotees will honor this prasadam. Yeah, and then in the purport also it is said that the spiritual master is to engage his disciples in preparing varieties of nice foods to offer to the deity. In one of the lectures, it is nicely quoted. Probably these two are brahmacharis from Chowpatty temple. On an Ekadashi, one of the brahmachari proposes that, let us offer nice bhoga to the Lord today. Two of us, let us do bhoga. And The second brahmachari, he thinks that this guy wants to honor a lot, and that's why he is also engaging me in preparing the bhoga for the Lord. They both prepare and offer to the Lord. As soon as bhoga is offered to the Lord, the first brahmachari, he leaves and he says, I have other service, I am leaving. You please take the prasadam and you distribute. So he says, are you not going to eat? He says, no, I am fasting nirjal. I fast all ekadashis nirjal. I am not going to eat. You just distribute to everyone. The second brahmachari, he is feeling so ashamed of himself that how low I was in thinking that he is, engaging me to prepare variety of bhoga for his own sense pleasure and not for the pleasure of the Lord. So, we should not be judgmental about others. Keya patra droni aila bhoj panch saat एक एक जाने दास दोन लील एक पता. Hare Krishna.
There are then arrived 5 or 7 loads of plates made for the leaves of the ketaki tree. Each man was supplied 10 of these plates, and in this way the leaf dishes were distributed.
कीर्तनियर परिश्रम जानी गौर राया तान सबेर खायो ते प्रभुर मन धाया.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu understood the labor of all Kirtana chanters and therefore was very eager to feed them sumptuously.
Yeah, so the Rath Yatra is going on, and there are various Kirtan teams singing, playing mrudangas, playing those big kartals and other musical instruments. That's a lot of energy which goes into ecstatic Kirtan. Mahaprabhu fully understands this. And now it is time for them to honor Prasadam and get back the energy and continue Kirtan again. पांति पांति करी भक्त गणे वसैला परिवेश न करीबे आपने लागीला. All the devotees sat down in the lines, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally began to distribute the prasadam. So here, the Lord Himself is feeding all the devotees. Yeah, in the Kirtan team, they all are sitting in line, and they are feeding Him. Prabhu na khaile केह नाकारे भोजना स्वरूप गोसाई ताबे कैला निवेदना. But the devotees would not accept the prasadam until Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took it. Swarupa Goswami informed the Lord about this. So here it shows the etiquette that the senior most devotee sits for prasadam first. A lecture from Chapati temple I was hearing that Maharaj would come and take little prasadam first, and only after that all the brahmacharis honor. So Hare Krishna, I think we will stop here. Any comments? Any devotees want to make any corrections? Please let me know, and then we can continue from the verse in the next class. Hare Krishna. Please forgive if I have committed any mistake. Hare Krishna. Any comments, any questions?
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for a nice class. The usual connecting to different pastimes and the stories from different incidents, and highlighting how one should be in practicing Krishna consciousness. nicely explained. So devotees, any questions, comments?
Actually, thank you, Rasesh Prabhu, for your wonderful class. And actually, you made us to eat lots prasad.
Hundreds
So
of sweets, eh?
too much of sweets today. Too much
Which
of all the
samosas,
things.
Prabhu?
No, for
That's what
samosa,
I
I
was.
have to go to Muscat, Prabhu.
No,
I thought you
there,
will brief about samosas also in the list, but I couldn't find.
दोहा में
yes.
नहीं मिलता है अच्छा समोसा, मस्कत जाना पड़ेगा.
So thank you very much for your wonderful class. Thank you, Prabhu. Jai Hari Bol.
Thank you for engaging me in the service, Prabhu. Yeah, it is very pleasing. Thank you.
Jai Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Shyama Hari Prabhu wants to, Shyama Sundar Prabhu wants to bless. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Wonderful class. So actually, all Prabhus are eager to take more prasadam, honor to more prasadam, especially more sweets. But Matajis are having more hankering to prepare more varieties to please the Lord. This is today class essence.
Prabhu,
So,
Mata is
yes.
hankering even to stop Prabhujis from eating sweets. We have Janki Mataji's
Yeah.
presence here. Mataji will not be happy if you say that feed more sweets to Prabhujis. No. Of course, Lord, serving the Lord is fine. But as Rasesh Prabhu himself told that diabetic people should not eat, distribute it. So it's a lesson for every one of us, including Rasesh Prabhu, that offer but don't honor. So distribute.
Right.
Yeah.
So I want to see this Prabhu in going forward from today onwards.
Hari Bol.
Really, Prabhu, actually, I'm not joking. Definitely, Matajis are thinking because today verses we read, making sweets using some different kinds of flowers. I read the Malati flower, using Malati flower preparing sweet. Okay, we know using rose petals, using sweets, okay. But using Malati flower and different two, three names of I read now. So how it is possible making sweets using this kind of flower? Definitely, Matajis are thinking, meditating on that point. They will come with the sweets one day. You see.
Priti Vardhan
Hari
Prabhu will find out.
Bol. Hari
Priti
Bol.
Vardhan
No.
Prabhu will find out from
Hari
Jagannath Puri and
Bol.
he will tell us.
Okay, Prabhuji.
They are in
No,
that mood.
they are
Matajis are
still
in that mood.
offering.
Matajis are creative mood. Definitely they will come with that dishes. Nice. So second thing, you have given the nice story, Prabhu. Srinath's story. The Brahmana, how he sold his own house and pleased the Lord. Beautiful. I learned so many points today. Beautiful, Prabhu.
That is very touching, Prabhu. You know, the Lord Himself, his head is bending like this,
Hari
and
Hari.
saying that the garland is heavy on my neck. I cannot lift the weight of this garland. So very touching story that is.
That is not the point. Externally, we are understanding the garland is heavy. No, the depth is heavy. The Lord is having the depth towards the Brahmana. That is the heavy.
Correct, Prabhu.
It shows to the devotees it is heavy. How to Lord Himself feeling how can I repay the debit? Really wonderful. Nice, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare
Nice,
Krishna.
nice class. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Any more comments, questions, any corrections?